Let the experts put you in the know on what's happening in the Zambian property and real estate market. Welcome to Property Focus, brought to you by Horizon Properties.
Horizon Properties, the real property merchants, offers proficient, time-tested real estate services to all property buyers and sellers. Are you selling or letting? Looking to buy or lease property? We sell and let residential, commercial and industrial properties, farms and small holdings throughout the country. Our pride is in offering tailor-made services to meet the unique needs of each client, coupled with innovative, effective marketing tactics for each property. Come and experience the proficiency that makes Horizon Properties stand out from the rest. Tried and trusted to deliver to its customers' expectations. Look out for our glossy full-color property catalog called Real Deals, which circulates quarterly. We are found at shop number 6, Chindo Road, Kabulonga Shopping Mall, and on plot 449 on the alley behind Lusaka Hotel. Our website is www.thehorizonproperties.com or call us on +260 211 260 422.
It's 18:33 right on your hot station, number one for news and entertainment. So let's agree on one thing. Horizon Properties show, which is Property Focus, will be starting at 18:30 to 19:15, and not 18:15. So every Tuesday from now on, we will have the program starting at 18:30. Anyways, welcome to the program that looks at how you can buy your property and how you can sell it, but most of all, how you can market it. How do you do that? Obviously, the place to go to is Horizon Properties, because they are the sponsors of this program. Joining me in studio as always is Dr. Saul Kiwempindi, who is the Chief Executive Officer at Horizon Properties. Doc, good evening. Welcome to the program.
Oh, good evening, Fresh. Good evening, listeners.
Good. Flavor?
Hey. Yes, Flavor. Good evening.
Good evening. I hope you had a great weekend and you're looking forward to, a great week.
Yes, we had a good weekend and we are looking forward to disseminate information on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So today we're looking at something very interesting, Real Estate Agency Code of Ethics. This is very important as far as business is concerned. I think that in everything that we do, every little thing, it's very important to exercise ethical aspects of these things that we do. And I want to listen to you very well today, because there's a lot of questions that are being asked when it comes to this, that industry or the business. So is there any law in Zambia that governs estate agents and their business?
Yes, good evening. Thank you very much with that question. Actually, there's a law which governs the estate agent's business, practice and business.
Okay.
This is Cap 21 of 2000. So actually, as it may look to most people, there's a very serious law governing estate agents in Zambia. Yeah, and therefore, it should be taken as such. This law also has got establishes the Zambia Institute of Estate Agents, which is responsible for registering estate agents and also to be able to monitor and regulate their conduct of their business as they practice. So actually, there's a law. The law is there and is very active.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice, interesting. Let's look at estate agents, because there's they're the most famous people in this whole equation when it comes to property buying, property selling, if you're marketing it and whatever it is, or someone is looking for a house to rent, or office space to rent or to buy. There's an agent somewhere involved. Who is an estate agent?
Okay, I'll give two different perspectives. I'll give the meaning, the understanding in the layman's language, and also I'll give the understanding of an agent as the law provides. An estate agent, as you hear, this is the word agent. You act on behalf of another person. And here you should qualify for a gain, for a pay. And also, the other component in the definition should include immovable property. An estate, real estate, is referring to immovable property like a house where you have an interest, rights which you can't remove. You can move to another place unless you destroy the property. So that's immovable. It must be an agent, a person acting on behalf of another person in relation to an immovable property, such as a house or land. Because what you own in the property is the rights. You can't move the rights and take them somewhere. They remain there. Yes, you just transfer them, but they remain in the interest in that property. Yeah. So, but on the other hand, the act, the Estate Agency Act, 21 of 2000, it describe the agent as a person who is registered as an estate agent under Section 3 of Section 12 and Section 13. Because, as I just mentioned, there's an institute. One of the Zambia Institute of Estate Agents, one of their duties is to register estate agents. So if you are not registered as an estate agent by the Zambia Institute of Estate Agents, then you are not an estate agent. So those are two definitions. Yeah. So if you are not registered under the Act by the Institute,
you can't stand on your own. You need to be under, the organization or the agency, if you like.
You must be registered because there's a process of registration which includes also training. So you cannot practice. You may not practice estate agents in Zambia if you are not registered. If you do so, you are contravening the law.
And you're doing it illegally.
Illegally, yes. And first of all, you are not even entitled to a pay because you'll be conducting illegal business.
Let's talk about their importance, though. How important are they?
I tell you, Flavor, an estate agent is very, very important as regards property transactions. Because property transactions are very, very strenuous. Especially, I'll give an example. For example, if you're looking for a property for rent, and you really need it as soon as possible, the estate agent is the custodian of different assignments from different landlords, and therefore he has a list. He has got a listing of properties which are going on rent, which are going for lease and for sale. So it's easier for you when you contact a genuine estate agent that I want a two-bedroom flat. It will just pick from the list and we negotiate and call the owner. Then you occupy the house. But on your own, it will take a long time, a long period of time, especially if it's urgent. So they are very, very important because they connecting, they bring together two people in a proper transaction. They bring the landlord and the tenant, or the landlord and the purchaser together, and also assist in the understanding and also negotiating the conditions, terms and conditions, either of the lease or of the sale.
Interesting stuff. You're listening to Property Focus, brought to you by Horizon Properties. We do this every Tuesdays, and I've been making mention that you can join us now every Tuesdays at 18:30 as we look at property buying, selling, or renting, or whatever it is in that regard. Dr. Saul Kiwempindi, the CEO at Horizon Properties, obviously joins me in studio, and we basically dissect things in detail. Let's go on and now look at ethics in terms of state agents. What are the ethics in state agency?
Okay,
the ethics in a state agency.
Yes, ethics. The ethics. These are standards. These are set standards of service.
Someone is calling us. Would love us to speak to them. Let's see if we.
Yeah, I know this is going to be a hot one, but I think it's very important.
Yeah.
I explained in terms of ethics for expected by the public.
Yeah. Good evening.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you doing this evening?
Good, thank you. My name is Pedro, and I'm just lucky because I've always had questions for the real estate fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so without taking much of the time, for now, I'll just ask two questions.
Sure.
The first question is, yes, you have mentioned that we have a number of illegal real estate agents. Number one, what is the governing body doing about it? Because as far as we are concerned, sorry to say this on radio, but the general public considers real estate agents to be something else. True or false?
You're telling us.
Okay, so number two
Yes.
is who is supposed to pay the agent? Is it the owner of the house or the person that is looking for a house? Because I think it's unfair that someone should get paid from two sources.
Yeah. Nice one. That's a great question, as a matter of fact. Thanks so much for calling. We appreciate that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Not that we've officially opened the phone lines, but I thought that we should squeeze in that one because he had been calling for some time. Later on, we'll open the phone lines for you to contribute. But you can hold on to those questions.
No, I will not hold it because I will not hold it. But I knew this was going to be a very hot topic.
Okay, let's look at
because it touches the heart of the people.
Yeah.
But what I can say now is, I will not speak for the Zambia. I'm not Zambia Institute of Agents. There is leadership there. I think they are doing all possible to deal with the illegal.
But maybe you can just touch on it. What are they doing about it? Because I mean, the issue of real estate agents has been really there from time immemorial. It's been the talk of the town, if you like. You can't just be. People, first of all, citizens feel swindled when it comes to state agents. And the truth is, if there's a body that looks at that, what are they doing about it? Because if they're putting, they're putting in measures to sort of stop it, we should be somewhere this time.
I'm not speaking for the Zambia Institute of Agents.
I want you to speak on behalf of them.
I will not. But I've got information because I was the president for the institute for about 6 years.
Okay,
but
that's good.
Yeah, what I know is that the institute has an MOU with the prosecution authority and police, and for information, there have been some convictions of illegal practice of estate agents of recent. I think what is needed is to give more sensitization to the public, and also to understand that actually you can be convicted. There have been convictions, and there are also other cases which are still before the courts. So I think they are doing something, but I think what they are lacking is the resources. They lack resources to do what they can supposed to be doing. Okay, I want to continue on that. I will not continue on that because I think one time.
I'm just thinking that the fact that you've been president of the association for 6 years. You probably dealt with such cases, and maybe you can tell us your experience from where you stand, in as far as that is concerned. Because at the end of the day, we'll come through and speak for the people. And if people feel they've got questions more than answers, then we will have a problem.
And I think I've just mentioned what they're doing and what has happened of recent. There have been some convictions regarding illegal practice of agents, and there are other cases which are still in the process. Yeah. So I think
also mentioned sensitization.
Yes, I think what they lack is the finances to the resources to able to disseminate and also to do more inspections and protect the public. I think the resources. But maybe to answer the previous caller, I would say that who pays the agent?
Yes.
Let me be very, very clear on this one. An agent you're working for the landlord, and you have been engaged by the landlord. So your principal is the landlord and is the one who pays you. So it's not the tenant, it's not the purchaser. No agent is supposed to be paid per purchase. Otherwise, there's an agreement. Or maybe I engage you.
During your time as president of the association, did you have any cases where registered agents had swindled people, or they had gotten paid, from both the tenant and the landlord?
As any other professional fraternity or institute, membership, there are no saints. You can't have saints all throughout. But they do happen. They do happen, but not very common, like in the streets. There have been cases of that nature, but for information, we have at that time we made some members to pay back, and some were reprimanded, and to pay back, and some of them were suspended. Yes, but our interest was we made sure that such incidents do not happen, and they are not, with registered agents, they are not common. They are not common because they are traceable. Yeah,
okay.
They are common.
Okay, so let's get back to the issue at hand in ethics. When it comes to estate agents, you were explaining something with regards to that.
Yes, what I was saying that ethics, these are set standards, standards of performance and service expected by the public. So these are standards which are expected. These are professional standards which are expected, which the public expects to see in any profession. Likewise, like estate agents, we have ethics which we have to follow, and some of these ethics are only enshrined. Some of them are even enshrined into the act. So I will mention a few of them, though there are many, but I will mention a few of them. The fundamentals. So you have to conduct the business in an honest, fair, transparent, and professional manner as an estate agent. You have to carry out your work with due skill, care, diligence, and ensure that the staff employed have the necessary skills to carry out their tasks. Because if the staff is skilled, then they will be able to protect the clients. You have to ensure that your clients are provided with the terms of agreement. This is what I'm talking about, the terms of engagement, the mandate. They must be very clear, and very clear in the transparent, no hidden conditions, and you must have to also incorporate issues to do with the complaint system. How, if a client wants to complain, is there a procedure or how a client can complain against maybe unexpected kind of service? So, an estate agent, you should avoid conflict of interest. There have been some agents whereby they don't disclose that they are the owners of the property.
Okay.
Yes, an agent is selling a property, but he doesn't disclose that is his property.
He's acting like an agent.
Acting like an agent.
Are they registered in this case or not?
I'm just saying in general terms.
Okay.
Yeah, these are. I will not give a specific example, but this should be avoided. This should be avoided. Yeah, for example, if an example of conflict of interest, for example, you are my young brother, and I'm selling your property. I have not disclosed to the purchaser that you are my young brother. So, how fair am I going to be if I'm negotiating? Am I going to be on your side, or of course there will be bias in that case.
Yeah.
You must disclose.
You will be on my side.
There must be a full disclosure that this property I'm selling is for my brother, so that because in an event that the purchaser or the intending purchaser finds that actually you are selling the property for your brother, okay, they may take it like you have been biased. So full disclosure and to avoid conflict of interest. So
in simple terms, even when you have a brother who is a registered, state agent, they shouldn't sell property on your behalf.
They may, but
they should disclose.
They should disclose.
Okay.
Disclose.
All right.
They should disclose.
Let's take a break. This is Property Focus, brought to you by Horizon Properties. This evening we're looking at Real Estate Agency Code of Ethics, and in studio with me is Dr. Saul Kiwempindi, CEO at Horizon Properties. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines officially on 0974-870-877 and 0967-877-447.
Property Focus, brought to you by Horizon Properties.
Did you know that Lusaka is among the fastest growing cities in the southern region?
Did you know that city expansion creates land scarcity, which presents opportunities to bogus and fake land traders to defraud unsuspecting buyers?
Did you know that Horizon Properties has been diligently selling genuine, affordable residential plots to the public for over 15 years? Horizon Properties is the trusted name and the #1 buyer's partner in affordable residential plots, with a track record spanning over 15 years. Remember, buying plots from anyone could be risky. Buy land from the people you know. Buy cheap cheap plots from Horizon Properties, the real property merchants. Look out for prime upcoming sites in Northside, 10 Miles, New Kasama, Lusaka South, and many more. Contact us on 226-902 or 260-422 or come and see us at shop number 8, Kabalonga Shopping Mall, Chindo Road, or plot 449 Katunda Road on the alley behind Lusaka Hotel. Horizon Properties, real property merchants.
So if you're selling a property, or you're selling land, or indeed you're renting out something and you'd like to get professionals to do that work for you, you know where to go. It's Horizon Properties. As we go on, we'll be telling you, the contact numbers, but there are 2 offices in Lusaka, one in Kabalonga and one in town in the CBD. So our topic of discussion this evening is Real Estate Agency Code of Ethics. And we've been looking at a couple of, issues. We talked about, whether there's any law in Zambia that governs the estate agents. Doc, I think that answered that. Then who is, an estate agent? And then we looked at ethics. What are the ethics in terms of estate agents? As we go on, we'll, ask more questions. But in the meantime, you can call us live on 0974-870-877 or 0967-877-447. Would you outline or give us some ethical code for or codes for estate agents?
Let me add to this to say that the other very important issue is that you have to ensure that all the advertising and marketing material is honest and truthful, because you have seen that many estate agents, they mislead the public, and also in the process they try to distort the market, giving false information.
Can we talk to our second caller?
Yes.
Just hold on to that.
Yes,
this is Property Focus on your hot station. You're live. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, boss. How are you doing this evening?
Yes, I'm good. Yes, I wanted to find out.
Can we get your name, sir, before you proceed?
Yes, my name is Frank.
Frank?
Yes.
Talk to us, Frank.
Yes, I wanted to find out, where can I find the real estate agent? Okay.
Real estate agent.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much, Frank, for your call. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah. 0974-870-877 and 0967-877-447. Those 2 lines will get you through to the program this evening. And our discussion is basically on Real Estate Agency Code of Ethics. Where can one get that?
The agents.
Yeah.
Oh. You mean in general or in general, or is the question is very clear?
Yeah, I mean the question on where can you basically find them? I think they're talking about real estate agents that are registered.
Okay, the Zambia Institute of Estate Agents has got a website which has a list of paid up and practicing estate agents, and I think from year to year they publish in the papers. But the website is very easy to locate. Locate the those who are registered, and Horizon is one of the registered estate agents with the institute. Flavor, I want also to get back to the same issue of advertising and marketing. Material must be honest and truthful. Most of people have been swindled. They are swindled through adverts. These illegal estate agents who advertise very, very attractive offers, and the public will be duped. So, as a professional estate agent, you must be truthful in your advertising and marketing, not to mislead the public. So, the other issue, which is very, very important, and which has failed many estate agents, is the client's money. The client's money, according to the Act, they must be kept or held separately in trust by the estate agent. So this is very cardinal, and it's also common to other professional bodies that handle clients' money. So as an estate agent, you must have a separate client's account where you keep client's money, And this account was also subject to inspection by the Zambia Institute of Estate Agents to see whether you are handling clients' money properly as required. So this is very important.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. 0974-870-877 and 0967-877-447. Those two lines will get you through to Property Focus this evening. Our topic of discussion is on real estate agencies or real estate agency code of ethics. There's a lot that we've heard, about real estate agents and the fact that they want to get paid both ways. The fact that they're not straight. They can basically sell one property to 4 or 5 people, and it's like it's about the highest bidder or something, which is not right. But if we can draw on that quickly, Doc, how would you know that this is a real estate agent who is registered with proper documentation?
First and foremost, it's very important that you request for the registration certificate. This certificate and the registration of that agent is very easy to verify. You could just go to the website www.zia.org, and then you check the poll yesterday, and then you are able to know whether actually even the certificate they are showing.
So the names are there.
The names are there. Every year the Institute of Large to publish and gazette the registered estate agents. So it's very easy. But on top of that, as I've been explaining, to do some kind of due diligence on an agent is also very important. You may not go into waters which you have not tested. Try to find about this agent is able to assist me or that kind of stuff, because there have been instances whereby even registered estate agents they have made clients uncomfortable. So it's very important also to do some kind of inquiry, which is the way to go. You have to, if you're dealing with someone, do some bit of and
research.
Yeah, you find out who is this person. Maybe you may find that this one. Oh, he was given a property and he sold it, and then he made the money. That kind of stuff. So it's very important to do some bit of due diligence, so to at least to give you comfort.
I mean, I know this could be a bit personal, but like how sustainable is the real estate agent, or how sustainable is the industry in terms of agents? Because I'm thinking that with the fact that there's a lot of questions being asked about real estate agents than answers, or the fact that the public, has got a certain perception towards them. For me, it sounds like it's not a straight industry per se. I know you want to answer that, but just hold on, Doc. 0974-870-877 and 0967-877-447. You're live. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Who's this we're talking to this evening?
I'll choose to be anonymous.
Just tell us your name.
No, I'll choose to be anonymous.
So if you insult the powers that be, then what happens? How do we trace you?
I'm sure you can take note of my number.
Anyway, go on. Let's hear you. What you said.
The question I have is directed to the doctor who is the CEO of Horizon Properties. I would like to find out what his take would be on an agent that fails to honor the initial content of the advert that he had uploaded on the market when you were advertising for land that was on sale. I'll make reference to some land that they were selling in Waterford. There was a clause said with 2 roads, and construction of roads and provision of water was inclusive in the prices that these plots were being sold for. But up to now, the roads have not been done. So I'd like him just to clarify or tell us what the take would be on an estate agent that does not honor up what they initially advertised.
Okay. All right, Miss Anonymous. Thank you so much. I can see Doc has been writing something down, so he will be able to attend to that. Thanks so much for calling.
All right. Thank you very much.
So why wouldn't you want to tell us your name, first of all, before we go? Oh, they're gone even. 0974-870. I thought they sounded like someone I know. 1906, still listening to, Property Focus, brought to you by Horizon Properties. This evening, we're looking at Real Estate Agency Code of Ethics. So you talked about, an advert. We're talking about advertisement here.
Yes.
That, for lack of a better term, you exaggerate, things in your advert. And in actual fact, you can't actually do them.
Yes.
And I think that's where the previous caller is coming from.
Yes, I think here we have to differentiate between an estate agent and a land developer.
Okay.
It's different. Because a land developer, there is a contract with terms and conditions. I think these terms and conditions may not be discussed at this forum because there are a lot of other issues attached to the same terms and conditions. It's not to pick up one condition and discuss it on air. So I would suggest that to differentiate between an agent, we are not agents, we are land developers as well. We have a full package of services. So in this one, I won't go into details of how we deal with the issues of roads and the services, because part of our package is that the developer themselves must be part of the development, and if we don't come forth, then it becomes a challenge. However, these are issues which can be discussed with my director of operations at our Kablonga office. I think everything is on course.
Okay. 0974-870-877 and 0967-877-447. Those two lines will get you through to Property Focus as we continue taking your calls.
Okay. There's an issue which you raised, a question which you raised which I didn't answer.
Before we went
yes,
to...
Yeah. How sustainable the sector is with the tag, our tag on it in brackets. Okay, for information, this is a very, 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 promising sector which can deal with unemployment, especially the youth. Because to be an estate agent, you don't need a lot of capital. What is important is education, and to understand that this is a profession which needs ethics and training. Because to be an agent, you don't need to have a lot of capital. You just need a place and your skill, and then you can get yourself employed. You can employ yourself and even employ others. The sector is very promising in terms of, because right now there are over 500 registered estate agents. So, and the sector can grow further than that. But what's important is to invest in the sector in terms of education.
Interesting stuff. 0974-870-877. We only have 6 minutes before we wrap up, so give us a call right now and talk to us as we continue looking at Real Estate Agency Code of Ethics. Doc, I'm just thinking, like you said earlier, every sector has got bad eggs. Could be, could be law, could be accounts, could be many other things. What I want to know is, and I'm asking you this question because of the fact that you've been president of the association for 6 years. How often are these agents engaged by the association in terms of just how clean they should be, and also how they should do business? Because I'm thinking if a state agent is not conducting themselves very well, the buck stops with the organization, and it's the organization that actually looks bad.
Yes, thank you very much. As I said, dissemination of information is very important. There are members of the public, many of them, they don't know that you should report an estate agent who you feel he or she have conducted themselves in an unprofessional manner. And there are consequences. There are consequences of fine, there are consequences of deregistration, suspension. But on the other hand, if it borders on getting class money and use it, that's now goes criminal. Because you report to the police that, this agent has touched my money. You have to report. It could be two ways. Administratively, the institute can handle that. And also, on the other side, you should report. You should report that agent to to the relevant authorities that they have taken your money. These issues, they aren't very often with the registered agents, but because there's a mixture, it's very difficult to differentiate between who is legal and who is illegal. So that's why there's that blanket tag of estate agent. But for your information, there are a number of people who appreciate professional estate agents and they are benefited. For information, some landlords, they prefer giving the money during purchase or sell to the agent than the actual person, because they trust this agent is traceable and permanent and has got a good track record. It's not all agents in brackets.
Okay.
Yes.
0974-870-877 or 0967-877-447. It's 1912. Will be done at 19:15. After which, Javi, gets back on air 221 on radio after 6 music and talk radio. In the meantime, Real Estate Agency Code of Ethics is what we're looking at. As we go on, and I think I remember asking you, I asked you to outline a few ethical codes, for estate agents, and you touched on, I think, 2, 3. Are there more that we can look at as we wrap up?
I just want to emphasize that the foundation of estate agency is on honesty, fairness, transparency, and professional manner. These are the 4 cornerstones. If you have this, then everything will fall into that. Yes, the training will fall into the honesty, the skill, the profit. Everything will fall into transparency. If you are transparent, then then your clients will be free. They will know everything about the transaction. No hidden costs, no exaggeration of prices, no marketing wrong prices. So everything falls into this the 4 items: honesty, fairness, transparency, and professional manner.
Let's speak to Sheba, probably our last caller on the show this evening. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you doing this evening?
I'm all right. Thank you. I wanted to find out from the door. There are some ticket agents that will charge you viewing fees if you are looking for a property. Say, for instance, for rent or even for purchase. Even if you are not closing the deal, you are still searching. As long as you have viewed the property, they will charge you viewing fees. Is that right?
All right, Sheba. Thank you so much for calling.
I'll quickly answer this because I've been on this for a long time. Viewing fee is illegal. There's no viewing fee in estate agency, so it's illegal, and therefore we are not supposed to pay a viewing fee. There's nothing like viewing fee in estate agency.
Okay.
Yes.
Doc, we have to end here, unfortunately. We'll do this again next week on Tuesday at 18:30. Thank you so much for coming through as always.